Okay. Let's dial me back down a little bit. There we go. All right. Okay. Ooh. Let's do this. All right. Oh, what the fuck? Get away from me. Hmm. Okay. Boo. All right. So, hi. Apologies for not being on yesterday. A couple things came up, along with some technical hurdles, some technical foibles. Hopefully they are resolved today, although we are dicking around with some settings behind the scenes here. That's fine. That's fine. We'll worry about that later. I think that will clear up some foibles, but that will be after the stream. Okay. Well, sorry for not chatting too much at the beginning here. Get out of here, fly. Okay, so why are we doing a short stream today? Why aren't we? No, do not do that. Why is it a short stream today, and what's kind of going on? Well, long and the short of it, I won't get too much into it. Long and short of it, the past while I've been dealing with some OBS issues here and there, and this last week with like the Dead Space streams, I had some issues and some foibles. And again, it's always concerning when I'm in this mode, this screen here, and there is issues. So, what I did is completely, utterly gutted OBS for my system entirely. Complete uninstall, complete fresh uninstall, app data, roaming app data, everything gutted completely. Got that bitch out of there. And I had to come back in and rebuild everything I set up. Now, they did things a little nicer. on my end at least. We'll see if we'll see how some things go at the end of the stream here. We're going to play some Battlefield 6 in a little bit, and I think what I might do is, I was thinking about maybe doing some Helldivers, but I honestly want to commit to like a whole thing. So what we might do is we still might do some Helldivers, might just do like a simple like one mission thing, just to do the test. So I'll probably just finish the day off with like a very easy go back to level 1, see how that is, test, just to see how things go. OBS is still in the same hard drive it was originally, but like I said, I had to completely removed OBS from the equation and had to completely reinstall it. There was, I think, stream elements, because back when I came back to streaming back in end of April, early May, I was considering using stream elements, and I did have some of that stuff installed. But it turns out, despite my best efforts, and admittedly I'm not the most efficient with this, unfortunately, over the past number of months, ever so often I'll have an issue. And actually the last little while I've been having some more issues, almost like every other stream, or almost every stream. And as far as I could tell, part of the root cause of the problem was Stream Elements had a plugin or some errant data or some errant thing jammed in there, whether it's in the app data, whether it was in something in OBS as the main files. Ever so often I will remove it. I'll find it, remove it, delete it, get out of there. And then sometimes I'll do a clean install OBS and do all stuff, and it wasn't fixing the problem. So what I decided to do yesterday, before I went live, I was going to go live yesterday, and was just going to just tough it out until Monday, but I'm like, okay, no, this is ridiculous. So what I did was went in and completely removed OBS from my PC entirely. Everything's gone, and then I had to re-engage everything, reset everything up like I was starting from scratch, baby. I did save my profile, but I ultimately decided, you know what, I'm gonna use this opportunity to re-up everything. So I had to go through and re-up everything. Now, granted, there is a couple things I gotta do here. Like this, okay, you guys won't see anything here, but what I gotta do is, and I'll just have to dick around with this a little bit. 1 second. Thing's gonna be weird for just a moment. I do apologize in advance. Get out of here, fly. Okay, back to normal. And we're really good. So what we're doing is, this is going to be a bit of a test stream. I did some test streams throughout the evening yesterday and even early this morning. You may or may not have seen me pop up in your notifications. I think there's even a couple of you that popped up here and there. Actually changed the stream info to that of there we go. Let's change to that, because we're gonna watch a trailer first. The hell did you just send? What the hell? Hang on, sorry. whatever. That's just bait. That is just bait. And I'll respond in kind. Yeah, we're just gonna do a short stream today. Apologies for that if some people were hoping for a longer one. Tomorrow I am planning to do KOTOR. I just gotta get the mod list together a little bit and to make sure everything is kosher, although that should be fairly easy and fairly quick. I just gotta double check a couple things because I got everything downloaded, and now what I have to do is what I'm going to do is run the game for in its play. Not even like the first hour. I'm not even going to like go through the beginning. It's just play for like 5 or 10 minutes. Excuse me, just to make sure it's stable. But yeah, we got some trailers to check out today. And what I'm doing, this is part of the test. One, checking out the chatting screen. Chatting screen seems fine. We're going to check out display capture, which is me watching like trailers and stuff, see, make sure that's still fine. Then next step is I'm going to do a single mission of Helldivers, just to make sure that, you know, window capture works fine. And then we're gonna play some Battlefield 6 for probably like an hour or two, and that will be determined. That will be checking to make sure the capture card works, and that works fine. I'll be adjusting audio here and there as much as I can to make sure it's still a enjoyable experience for you guys. That might get a little borked. I do apologize ahead of time. Actually, speaking of, I should just not that one, that one. Really quick. Capture card. That's taken, that's taken, that's taken. You take spot number 5. And then we'll get the display capture up and going. Okay. So yeah, we're going to check out the Halo trailer that came out today. But yeah, we're going to just do some tests today. It's going to be a test day just to make sure everything is back to how it should be, if not better. Then we'll go from there, and I'll be checking the stream to check things after the fact. But yeah, like I said, we got a trailer to react to. I did watch this a couple hours ago when it was revealed. Full transparency. But part of the benefit is that we're gonna watch the trailer, then the gameplay presentation, and then the roundtable they put out. And I'm going to chat about this a little bit. If you don't know, this is the Halo Combat Evolved remaster. All right, let's check it. We're just going to watch it. Sorry, remake. This is not the remaster. This is the full remake for the campaign. But yeah, we'll talk more about it as we go through.
According to the data in their networks, the ring has some kind of deep religious significance. They call it Halo. They believe that Halo is some kind of weapon.
What sort of weapon is it?
One with unimaginable power.
Gotta find the cartographer. We'll keep him busy as long as we can.
Fire Team Charlie, we're on our way.
It does look very pretty. Now this does look very good. Very good indeed. Yeah.
Are putting up a real fight. The cartographer must be here.
There is some Unreal artifacts I'm noticing, and I'll talk about that when we're doing the gameplay demo. I'll break that down, but
Give them hell, Chief.
That looks good. It looks almost as good as the blur cutscenes for Halo 2 Anniversary and Halo Wars 2. Like we're there, baby. Also, this is so weird to see, but god damn it. PS5. This will come out on Xbox and PC, on Steam, and most importantly, PS5. Halo, like Gears of War Reloaded, officially came out a little bit ago on PlayStation, and now Halo officially will be available on PlayStation. That is crazy to think about. It's very obvious that what's going on is 343. Sorry, that's gonna be hard to get used to. Halo Studios. They went through a full rebrand. They rebranded to the studio. They changed the leadership. Some people stepped down. Some people left the studio for a variety of reasons. They changed who's in charge of what and moved some people around, reshuffled some things. I believe that they are now working completely with Unreal Engine. That is the goal. So that way when they bring in people, they can hit the ground running, so to speak, with Unreal Engine tech and stuff like that. At least that's what they have said. Part of the deal of what they want to go for. Yeah, like I know they also some time ago they put out that little demo test where they had the studio work on Forerunner installations, a winter location, a desert location, and a flood location, as along with a location. Get out of here, fly. What the? I don't know. Whatever. They also were working very intently to an artistic direction, is go in different directions with see what they could do with the assets and see how hard they could push Unreal Engine. But then they also showed a Halo Combat Evolved Mark V armor Master Chief in that trailer. Granted, he looks more plasticky than he does now. It's obvious that Halo Studios is using Halo Combat Evolved, the campaign remake, as a full-on reset for them. It's kind of like what happened with Bloober Team with Silent Hill 2 remake, right? Where Bloober Team used the remake as okay, we could color in the lines, we can make a good game. Then they come out with Chronos New Dawn, which I've heard very good things about, and that's them going, we can make good games. Okay, we can make good video game. Which, more power to them. I feel like that's what's happening with Halo Studios. They're doing something very basic, which is they're coloring within the lines. A Halo Combat Evolved remake. All they got, they have the skeleton, they have the layout, they know what they got to do for the gameplay, the campaign, the setting, the story, everything. All they got to do is just fill in the gaps, right? And just color within the lines. So it gives them a chance to cut their teeth with Unreal Engine. It gives them a chance to work with this current, rebranded leadership, rebranded studio, and revamped everything. It gives them a chance to kind of just reorientate and work together and get something out there. It also gives them a chance to get breach into the PlayStation market. It gives them a chance to re-engage themselves with gamers with goodwill, to release a good product. Hopefully it's a good product. Now granted, everyone and their mother, like myself, thought the MCC collection back in the day, over a decade ago, was the easiest slam dunk in history, and they managed to fumble that shit so hard that it took them 3 fucking years to fix. So hey, who fucking knows? I want to be hopeful. I want to see this succeed. I want Halo to be back. I want this to be a chance for Halo to come back, to be back in the limelight again, to be a juggernaut franchise again, to continually just be fun and good. That's what I want. I eventually I'll play the Halo series again and I'll play it on stream. And I'll give a lot more in-depth thoughts on it, but it's a series that started off very strong, and then it's had a lot of misfires. It has like some good stuff in them, but there are also some issues. And now where we're at here, it's one of those things where you're like, I just want it to be good. I just want it to be good, man. Now they'll get into this in the roundtable, but this remake is a full-on remake of the original game, revamped gameplay. The gameplay looks kind of like they're taking some of the stuff from Infinite and some of the other Halo games, but it's still very much combat evolved, which I appreciate. But there is some, gameplay stuff like the assault rifle. You'll see here in a minute, but the assault rifle has the ammo count of Halo 3's assault rifle. Not the 60 round clip, unfortunately, but hey, there's some changes. Another notable thing that they're doing and changing is the cutscene direction is much more in depth. They're redoing the audio, they're redoing the remastering of soundtrack. And they also have apparently brought back the voice cast. They're no longer trying to trying to get rid of the voice cast. No, they brought back the voice cast. They're coming back in and they're redoing lines, and it sounds like they are redoing the lines, so it's not just a one-to-one. They're revamping them a little bit here and there. They've also announced that with the campaign, because you'll see in this demo here in a moment, they have kind of revamped some stuff. So there's the ways that you would have approached the levels a little bit slightly different. Some things are a little bit more obvious. Some things have just kind of changed a little bit to for modern game design and stuff, for better or for worse. Also the higher fidelity and the environments are a little different. One of the other big things is that it'll be 4-player co-op. Another thing they've added is that Warhogs can now see a fourth person, which is going to be cool. They'll show that later. There will be 3 prequel missions in the game. It's very unclear what they are. They just said that one of the missions features Johnson, which is great. My hopium is that we'll have Blue Team. I'd love to have Blue Team featured. I think they're amazing. I really would like to see them more. Especially in games. And there's a number of other things that they talked about, but we'll just watch the demo and I'll commentate on the demo as it progresses. The game looks very good. That cannot be understated enough. There is some Unreal Engine stuff, so okay, look, that looks great. The assault rifle, this is a slight. The blocky look in the beginning part rather than the rounded look, just to me, is not my preference, but that's just some art direction stuff. But this looks great. This is a completely redone cutscene. And I got the animations. This is very much a throwback to Combat Evolved. It looks fun to play, looks solid, looks like Halo, and Halo is fun to play. And we got sprint. There is some things I'm kind of curious about, because it very much feels like It's combat evolved, but it plays similarly to Infinite, and Infinite does play good. You know, there's some things that people are going to be like traditionalists about and be like, I just wish it was more like the OG, but some changes. Them showcasing that the plasma pistol, like it always should have remained, can EMP shields again and EMP vehicles. You'll see that later.
Area secure.
You also notice that the pistol, every time he grabs the pistol, it does the Halo 1 animation of him cocking it. I appreciate that because there's like a lot of animations of Halo 1 are ingrained. Also, just look at the environments, man. God, like I love Combat Evolved so much. There's something about a ring world is so fascinating.
Location of Halo's control center.
I also appreciate that the Marines are still like slow as hell to get in on the hit vehicle. It is kind of silly how that Marine has his rifle on his back, but it's whatever. Part of me wonders if that's like a bug and they meant to have it be flipped, but this is a me thing. It's been in the games for a long time and it's not the end of the world. I do kind of wish that the Jackals would have remained Southpaws, left-handed. That's just a me, but I kind of wish they would have stayed that way. But they, you know, for quite some time now, they haven't necessarily been Southpaws, so I can't really complain too much about that.
There, in the cliff wall. I'll bet the silent cartographer is somewhere inside that facility. They're already inside. We have to get in there and stop them before they learn the location
Also,
of the control center.
plasma rifle is back, like it should be. The plasma rifle is great. This is just me. I'm not the biggest fan of the sound effect of it. It just sounds too weak. Like it sounds cool. Don't get it twisted. But well, yeah, I didn't notice that. Like he does the tap tap. I like that. It's so weird because like in some of the other previous titles, like some of the guns are pretty beefy sounding. But then here, like the pistol, the human weapons sound good, but then the alien stuff, I don't know, maybe they're just trying to make it sound too
Let's keep going inside.
different, or maybe it's just like, okay, the needler sounds good, the plasma pistol sound right, just the plasma rifle just sounded a little, it doesn't sound as loud as it should sound.
I underestimated the Covenant's understanding of Halo's subsystems.
But that's just me. Like, I do think that. Oh, by the way, you could. They've said that you will be able to get the energy sword in this one.
Have you found the control center?
Negative, Captain. The Covenant have impeded our progress.
But yeah, there is some Unreal Engine artifacting I'm noticing. Or maybe artifact is the wrong choice of words. There's just some weird graphical foibles with Unreal Engine.
I want you to use any means necessary to force your way into the facility and find Halo's.
But again, no game engine is gonna be perfect, and there's always gonna be something.
Let's move down the beach.
Like if they stuck with Slip Space, that would have had its own issues. If they went back to the Blam engine, they would have been dealing with technical debt. Like, there's no such thing as a perfect game engine, nor its assets and stuff, and there will always be foibles or weird quirks or something. So it's not the end of the world. It's just certain like small things I'm noticing, but it's fine. You see, yeah, got EMP'd like it should have. What it looked like what happened there in the demo is that the Elite hijacked the Marine. This is only the only times I'm going to rewind, so don't you sweat. So you look at the Elite, yeah, he hops on it and he hijacked the Marine, but then the Marine immediately hopped back in, which when I first watched it confused me at first, but I understood now. Only thing I'll say is that I do think that the Elite should, rather than hopping low, he should be on the top, kind of like other games, so it's way more obvious. Ooh, what's happening here? We good? Okay, we'll just refresh the page because it is not liking what I was doing. There we go. Okay. Apologies for that. But there is some things I'm noticing. Like a couple, like the game's not going to due until sometime next year on specified date. I appreciate the blood. I really like the fact that neon blood's back and everything. It looks really good. Like the lighting is phenomenal. And look at all these guys just in the center. But there's a couple things like the animation with that elite. It wasn't immediately obvious that they were getting hijacked. Whereas, like, you know, Halo 3, they hop on the top. Even if that is not necessarily the smartest move, it's much more obvious to the player you're getting hijacked, so you need to do something about that. So that's the only thing I would say is that what they really need to do is just a couple things here and there. Like, there's still enough time to work on it. You know, again, the hijack animation should be a little higher up so it's easier to see. Maybe beef up the sound of the plasma rifle just a bit. You know, maybe make more of a compromise between like Halo 3's plasma rifle and your current one, and like try to find a compromise between the two. Just it's a couple odd things here and there. Nothing as I feel that is nothing that can't be fixed. And some of the stuff like the plasma rifle one, that's more of like my own personal taste. But some stuff like the hijacking one I was just talking about, that's at an actual gameplay foible and a gameplay thing that it's a difference between a player noticing something and not. Especially something like getting hijacked in a vehicle. I am appreciating the direction they have taken Sprint with Infinite, where the Sprint, you move faster than when you're not sprinting, like you should, but it's not so fast that it's like it's the end of the world if you're not sprinting, but it's just enough to do. I am hoping that they have some of the movement stuff. They didn't show any clambering. Now granted, Combat Evolved wasn't really built with clambering in mind, and while they are revamping the game, like, they would have to actually add some stuff in the environments and like change some of the level design completely to account for clambering. Otherwise it would just be kind of a tacked on thing. But even if it was a kind of a tacked on thing, part of me is kind of hoping that they would add it still. But that's just me.
Use the holo panel to shut down the security system.
This elite looks real good. Yeah, boy.
Good. That should
He
open
looks
the door that
grumpy.
leads into the main shaft. We need to go to the main facility. Let's head back down the beach.
Look at that grumbles. I like the way at the camo looks. I think, again, visually I think it's great. There's just a couple things like, I don't know, there's a weird, it almost is like a film grain over everything that if it's there, if it's an option, I'll definitely turn that shit off because I don't personally like film grain because I feel
Chief,
with a
Bravo
few
22 is
exceptions,
bringing us
it's kind of the way I view motion blur,
After I saw we were up against hunters, I thought you could use them.
where with a handful of exceptions, most of the time motion blur and film grain doesn't look that great in most games. And there is a couple things like I'm even noticing what's in the texture work here. Like look at the way the lighting is reflecting off the plasma rifle. But then again, this is not final. But yeah, just listen to that. That's just, it needs to sound like a little louder, a little whinier, if that makes sense. Reload canceling. I appreciate how a lot of this stuff sounds. I will say, with some of these sound effects, again, this is me. Again, kind of similar to like the plasma rifle. We could make things sound like a bit louder, a little beefier, right? But again, that's his preference. I really love. They did a really good. This is like a great level to show off because you get to see a lot of the green, but you also see a lot of the desert, the sand stuff. Not desert, sand stuff, I should say. You can see like the forerunner structures. You also get to showcase the time of day and stuff like that. Like, you know, Infinite didn't have any of this, unfortunately. Well, it kind of had it in like a couple select spots, and also some multiplayer maps had it, but in the main game it didn't have any of this. So I think the next best thing you could do is if they were to show off Assault on the Control Room, and then if they show off 343 Guilty Spark. I think those are the 3 levels that they should show off before release. Assault on the Control Room, with it being like the bigger focus on like the larger battles and some of the vehicle combat with the tank and stuff. I really like the direction they took with this cutscene. Like the addition of like Chief checking his corners like he should, but then walking out. I love this update to the Mark V armor. That looks great. Like, look at that. That looks great. That is like that shot. That is like straight out of a concept art shot. Only thing about that is the last shot. There's 2 things to note. One, one, and I know this is not final. I think Chief's armor should just be slightly more metallic looking. That's just me. Again, some of the stuff, like, you know, it's a good thing when the shit I'm talking about is just artistic choices here and there. And this is stuff that, to be clear, I'd be totally fine with. But this is how his armor, I think, should look, in less like the flat look here. But that requires some more direct lighting. But that's just me. The only thing is in that the original cutscene, it had, if I remember correctly, it had fog at the shaft, and it made it seem like that shaft was way deeper. Whereas in this one, we could see the ball of the shaft. This is something else that this is why I want to see 343 Guilty Spark ahead of time, because with the higher fidelity and everything, the natural push obviously is to show how big these environments are, right? Like what they said here. I appreciate that. But there is something to be said about understanding the original artistic intent by some of this stuff, even if it is a limitation. It's kind of like with Silent Hill 2, where they kept the fog in the town because it added to the entire atmosphere of Silent Hill. It's very important that they kept it. In that same vein, keeping the fog in like that shaft, and also keeping the fog at 343 Guilty Spark and a couple other locations, what that does is it gives a illusion. It adds to the atmosphere, but it also just adds to the fact that, like, man, that's deep, right? You can't see the bottom. So that's something that I would maybe suggest is, maybe they should keep that. I hope they would add that. But as far as gameplay, I am interested. I'm really excited to see that. We'll watch their little round table that they did here. And then we'll hop over. We'll do a little bit of Helldivers, and then we'll do some Battlefield. Let me just check something on my end. Okay, streams are strong. That they should be. 1 second. Okay. So we're gonna watch the little developer roundtable they did, where they're breaking things down even more. By the by, if the audio is quiet for the desktop stuff, I do apologize. I have literally maxed out the volume on my end with what I currently can do without having a sound mixer. I'll check it later to see how it went, and then I'll see if there's some other stuff I could do in the meantime. But do apologize. I will be watching the vidocs they put out as time goes on. We will be checking these out for sure. Awesome, that's probably the cover art, and that looks good.
Halo Campaign Evolved is the next project coming out of Halo Studios. It is the ultimate Halo CE campaign remake. It is coming to Xbox, PC, and for the first time, PlayStation. It'll be arriving next year. To talk more about it, we've got Dan.
I wonder if they'll
Max,
have
and
any
Greg from the
touchpad
development team. Guys, let's get into this.
Any
Why is this the right game for right
configuration.
now?
We did this work on Halo Anniversary. I felt like there were certain things that were left unsaid. There were certain things that we weren't able to achieve at that time. There were certain things we weren't able to do.
It's a great time to revisit Combat Evolved.
Definitely was a bit
for
more of a
new
rush for it,
players,
weirdly
for
enough.
Established Halo players, and maybe even for old friends playing on different hardware today, to allow them to play together and enjoy the franchise together again.
Going back to the Halo ring again for the first time.
For the first time is really important. If they're
When he says allow people on different hardwares to play together, that's a very important thing, and I'm hoping that means cross-platform, especially with now it's going to be a multi-platform title and everything. I hope that means Halo will be cross-platform play.
be surprised by new content and feel like excited again about exploring the ring world.
For new players, this is the right time for you to jump in. Think of this as your introduction into this huge franchise we've been building for the past 25 years.
I'm curious how you're going to focus on capturing the essence of the original, knowing that you need to evolve to kind of move the experience forward.
Yeah, from design, we don't take that lightly at all.
That just
Whenever
looks
we make a
great.
Change, the number one thing was to be true to the original game.
For every one of those topics that comes up, there's someone who is incredibly passionate on the other side saying we can, like, that is sacred. We do not move that crate.
It's really about looking across, what we've learned over the years, what technology we've built, and how we can tie that back into this experience.
So in this game, up to 4 people can play the campaign together, regardless of which platform they're on.
There is a caveat to what he says. It's regardless of any platform, so cross-platform, right? It is 2-player split screen, console only, not on PC for whatever reason. That's an odd thing.
And then we're kicking it old school. We can play 2-player co-op on consoles, on the couch together, just like we did back in the original. What do you have to do differently to account now for 4 people running around?
For different co-op counts, we will make some of the spaces larger. We also want to make sure we're authentic to the encounters themselves. So it's a balancing act between that difficulty tuning and making those encounters the right size for the right space.
I understand that we've done some special tune-up works to the beloved Warthog.
We have, there's a new seat, what I like to call the golf cart seat or the bumper seat. This is on the back of the Warthog, so now you can
Kind of a bit silly,
everyone with.
but I also appreciate it. I'm
Let's
hoping
talk a
Marines
little
can hop
about
in.
One of my favorite aspects of the Halo franchise. What is a skull? What's cool about it? What does it do?
The skull is a gameplay modifier, generally mean-spirited. It makes the game more challenging for the player.
Generally.
The combination, the pairing of these different skulls and how that's going to create that new gameplay experience. Huge amount of replay options for folks.
I love the
Lava
replayability
threshold.
that skulls bring to a campaign. It is almost endless variety.
We have dozens of skulls this time.
The most that we've ever had in a Halo game.
Are you a lasso guy? I think you yourself told me that you don't think anyone would ever be able to complete this game with legendary all skulls on.
I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot. And so if you can do a true legendary all skulls on run, let us know. Because I'd love to see it. I think, that'd be really hard.
If there's one thing that this community has shown us is do not underestimate them, and they will find a way. So Halo's always been known for its sandbox. How has this evolved?
We made sure that anything we included isn't going to drastically change the way the game plays, to change the sandbox in a drastic way, but there's some really fun kind of additions, and that's across, you know, enemies, weapons, vehicles, things that in the original CE you weren't able to do before that you now can. You finally kill the elite with the sword. That weapon hits the floor and you can pick that up and just, you know, kind of really take it to the enemy. It's great.
The sound design. All these weapons, by the way, have been painstakingly remodeled, rebuilt, higher fidelity. How do all these things kind of come to life?
That comes across through the way they look, the way they sound, the effects, the actual panels on the weapons themselves, the ammo.
Again, it looks very good too.
Dynamic lighting within Lumen allows us to get those effects, right? That rich plasma
Within
lighting up and
lumens.
brightening the environment.
Of course, one of the
gotta talk
hallmark
about
elements
that.
of Halo CE is what becomes kind of a three-way battle with the introduction of the Flood.
This is the part that
There's
really
quite a bit
interests
of
me.
development between Halo CE and 3 to
Because they're
how the
showing a lot of
Flood
blood,
behaves
so I think it's
and
going to
just
go
how
back
they
to being
interact with the
gory
player. So
and
we've
even
pulled a lot of
M-rated.
those Flood
Hopefully.
behaviors into this game.
And I would say this is a learning specifically from CE2 Anniversary, which is just kind of that mood, the atmosphere, the tension, the horror, and really delivering on that from the way that we stage the encounters and the setup and how we reveal the Flood.
In Halo Legacy, there were some pure form units. We've pulled in a familiar friend, familiar fiend, if you will, to challenge the player.
Yeah, they said they took some of the
Talk to me just
gameplay
a little
elements
bit
of
about
Halo
how we're
3
approaching
with the
narrative
Flood.
aspects to bring it up to the same level as the rest of this game.
We want to tell an authentic story and we want to level up the cinematics from the source.
As we were building this out, we didn't just kind of put a new coat of paint over the original cinematics, right? We ended up revisiting exactly how they were blocked out, how they were sequenced, how they were put together, and we've done that across the board.
We have access to original source assets, original source code, and
That's
access
really
to
helpful.
the original storyboards. We are
So this is something that the reason why I'm pausing this and taking note of this. Not every studio has that, especially for a remake. A number of companies, for one reason or another, unfortunately, are very infamous for not keeping the original source code or the original assets. You know, it's a very good thing. One thing I've actually do appreciate is that, as far as Halo has been concerned, despite a lot of bullshit behind the scenes, they have been pretty good about keeping assets and keeping the original source codes. I don't know how many builds they have. I've not worked at any like Bungie or 343 or now Halo Studios, obviously. But I do believe that they've been pretty good about keeping a lot of builds available. And in fact, what's been kind of cool over the years is that people have released, and like through working, I believe like, yeah, it's like the Foundry group of people like working closely with 343 and now Halo Studios, is that they've been able to release stuff like the Halo 2 original E3 demo. They've been able to release stuff like the original Halo Combat Evolved build before it was even Combat Evolved, before it was even a console game, back when it was a third-person game and stuff. Like, it's really fascinating, like some of the builds they've been able to release and like show off, like, you know, old tech or like things they tried to attempt and stuff like that. So that's a very good thing that they have access to. That actually, them having access to the original source code means that they will be able to look at actually like what made that first game work, better for worse, and all the bullshit, but also the good stuff, and see how some of that magic was able to have it happen. So
mastering, remixing the music to go along with these cinematics.
We also had the core principal cast come in and re-record all the lines.
I appreciate this. They are keeping the main cast,
A degree of fidelity that we weren't able to do.
and they're able to come back in.
Now would be a very good time to leave.
I'm super excited that this game will include 3 brand new bonus missions.
This
Tell me
intrigues
little
me a
bit
lot.
about that.
It was really important that we preserve the original story as it is. So these missions specifically are meant to be a prequel, a setup for, you know, the main course. These new missions are going to offer some new opportunities for character interactions, maybe between, you know, Chief and Johnson.
We've got some new mechanics, maybe some new AI behaviors, things that haven't been done before in Halo CE.
I think we're just getting started.
So where are we right now at this stage in development? What can you share with us?
In the past few weeks, we've been able to start engaging and sending builds out to some of our community members.
We can now see so many of the elements of the level really coming together.
There's a point in every game's life cycle where it kind of just comes online.
Seeing really high fidelity versions of the cinematics, elements of the sandbox and encounter tweaks and the lighting.
You can go to someone's desk and give feedback live on an experience, and to me that's like a really exciting time in game development.
The ultimate love letter to the game that started it all. I would call upon our entire Halo community to welcome with open arms this next generation of players. I'm excited to just relive these experiences again for the first time.
I like how wide he is. Like, I think the best Master Chief has looked is actually an Infinite with how he's looked here, but I do appreciate that they kept the chunky look that he has in the original. Just appreciate that a lot. All right, that looks good. I am excited for that. I'm looking forward to that. And I hope that it's great. I hope it doesn't have any fucking problems or a monkey paw situation. I hope it's just a good, solid, fun experience. I can play solo. I can play with friends. It would be an experience I would love to play again and again, hopefully. And I would love for it to just release, and then in a year or two after that, or even 3 years after that, they come out with a brand new Halo title. Hopefully it moves the story forward. Hopefully it gets things back on track, and hopefully we could just... I would love to be able to talk about Halo again without having to breathe that sigh of, yeah, Infinite's good, but it's not great in a lot of parts, and you could tell that's like a third of the game they wanted to make, or yada yada. Or, yeah, Halo 5's multiplayer is fun, but oh man, those rep packs fucking suck, don't they? And campaign sucks worse somehow. Or Halo 4 was good. I remember it has a very good emotional story, and then multiplayer is really lacking. You know what I mean? I just want it to be good. All right, we're gonna hop on over to do a quick little Helldivers 2 session, and then we're probably gonna play about it's gonna be about a solid hour or so of Battlefield 6. All right, give me just 1 second. All right, let's change our category. All right. Bump da bump da bump da bump da 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 da. Yeah, I'm gonna use this as a bit of a stress test. So far, so good. As far as I'm aware, at least. The hell's who's texting me? What? Okay, no, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Okay. Switch it on over, baby. Okay. You know, I wonder, I think things are going a little smoother now, because something I did behind the scenes is I put, this is gonna be the weirdest thing, I put some more of the stress on my PC that was being had. Well, I wouldn't say like super stresses, but I took some of the things that my PC was doing and I put more of that on the graphics card, because I don't run my PC hard. This is the thing I always make clear. I do not run this thing hard. I make it a point to run it very light. Let's just do a trivial mission, because I'm kind of just curious on what that's like here. Let's terminate illegal broadcast. Yeah. Let's just do a quick little trivial mission. I have not done one like this in such a long time.
Jump complete.
Yeah, we'll rock this armor. Why not?
Hellpods prime.
But what I did is I just kind of like behind the scenes, along with me like redoing OBS, I kind of like reoriented a couple of the things of what I was asking my PC to do, essentially. Let's do, yeah. We don't need to worry about anything. But yeah, I just it was mainly me just making sure that, like, I kind of just like readjusted certain settings, like hardware acceleration, stuff like that, and seeing like how some things are going. And I changed some stuff on like how my graphics card was going to be handling some stuff, and like what my limit was for some things. And yeah, I mean, so far, like this today alone, I've noticed a vast improvement on some things here. And you know, so far as I'm aware, I have not ran into, well, any technical hiccups this stream. And I am not used to not getting swarmed immediately. I was a little close for that.
Point me to the enemy.
Boy, oh boy, I was a little close for that. Okay. And I noticed after I did all this stuff today, like, you know, I did a lot of stuff I did yesterday, and some stuff I did this morning. Really, I think has drastically improved everything. We need to turn that down a tad. There we go. Let's bring it up to about there. Okay. Now drop you a little higher.
Here comes the cavalry.
Okay. I will we'll rock this and just see how it likes these settings. Man, the Coyote I think is one of the best guns they have come out with, period. This gun, medium armor penetration, really good ammo count, really good at ammo economy. Incendiary rounds, pretty good damage. Like, you can't ask for much more. Alright. Well, let's just call you back. Pretty good test run, I think, all things considered. Let's just check on the stream, make sure the stream's doing alright. Stream is happy. Something else that was starting to happen is like when I would go and use like when I would go into display capture stuff, you know, things would just fall apart. And I think the best thing I did was, again, remove stream elements completely. And you know, to be clear, I think it's less has to do with maybe stream elements itself. I mean, who knows? Maybe it is that much of a piece of shit for all I know. It has less to do with like, oh, stream elements bad, and it has more to do with like, oh, is it bad or not? And it has more to do with because I had removed the program, but because a couple errant files stayed inside, it meant that it was kind of trying to run parts of stream elements when nothing was there, and I'm pretty sure it was causing like untold amounts of issues. I mean, who knows? Maybe there's some things about it that isn't the problem, but I think the best thing I could have did was just completely just redoing everything. I think it was a smart plan. I don't think I'll have to do it again, knocking on wood, but so far, me swapping between everything and doing everything I've been doing so far has been pretty smooth as far as the stream is concerned. I do agree with a couple buddies. I do wish that we would have a light source on our helmets. I mean, look, this one already has like a light cam. I wish we could just add it. I don't know, this is me. The mag is empty. All right. Well, nice little test run. I think the game even's run better. There's a number of things I did yesterday. There's like not just even OBS, but I deleted some other programs that just been sitting there. I went through like my task manager and stuff, and just like what is running that I do not need, and like I think there was some stuff that was like clogging up the machinery, so to speak. And I also just went through and has made sure like certain things weren't running anymore, some things that need to be running are running, some things that don't need to be running are no longer running. Yeah, just a whole bunch of fun stuff like that. Okay. Well, that was a fun little trip through a trivial mission. It's wild. Like, this is something I spoke to a buddy about on my days off of streaming. It is crazy to think about that for some games. It's a thing you gotta keep in mind. There's a disconnect that can happen when you only play like a game or like one type of game a certain way always. Let me just Like, I'll crank this bitch down, and then we'll adjust that accordingly as I need to. I do apologize that there was a major pop there. If it makes you feeling better. Well, I did not really react to it. Well, you may have seen my eye twitch or something. Yeah, who knows? No, it's just like, okay, with Helldivers too, right? I play primarily Super Helldive, level 10. And before Super Helldive, I played level 9. Helldive. The thing is, here's a good example. Trivial, I just did a mission that... Excuse me. That is a side objective in Helldivers 2 level 10 missions normally. And I just did one of those as a main mission. And it's like, I believe like a level 3 or 4 mission is like go and hunt down a hive commander, for example. And it's like, yeah, and Helldivers 2, like on level 10s, yeah, you're just fighting hive commanders all the time. I mean, just adjusted. Yeah, I use a DMR in the support class, because why the fuck not? Let's do a couple matches. We'll play a match or two. Okay. All part of the stress test, baby. But it's like, it's important to play at let's see. Okay, we'll worry about that. Okay. But it's like, oh god, I hate this. Okay.
Be advised, hostile attack is imminent. Defend your objectives and deplete our enemy forces.
When you're playing constantly at like a quote-unquote high level of play, like level 10 constantly, you have to like, you lose perspective on like what normal play is, or like low level play is. There's actually conversations I've had, you might have heard me had this a couple times with some of my friends I play Siege with. I have a, Michael plays that game 99% of the time only playing ranked. In fact, a number of my friends, they always, they just default to playing ranked, right? For better or for worse. Whereas I'm like, oh yeah, we could play some casual, that's fine. We could... Are there bots in this lobby? I think there's some bots in this lobby. It feels like there's bots in this lobby.
Let's go!
Well, regardless if there's bots or not. I'll happily keep on getting free buys.
Come on! Lightsaber!
Yeah, this feels like bots. Yeah, but good punch, these are definitely bots.
Come on!
That wasn't a bot though. Or maybe it was, for all I know. But it's just like, you know, they play ranked exclusively, right? And it's like, yeah, that the only, like, you're only engaging with the game in a very specific manner, and you end up losing out on like some perspective of like what quick match is like, or what the event game modes are like, etc., right? And I've had this conversation a number of times with some friends in the past, like a variation of this conversation that is like, look, you know, like it's always important to play, like, to look at what, you know, the average player experience is, and to kind of like try and keep that in mind, and hopefully have that even illustrate and change your perspective a little bit. There's like, what, 100,000 people playing this game right now? I'm sorry, 1 million people? Correction? Is, like, unless I'm playing a game mode that no one is playing, there is no fucking reason for me to be playing with a populated server, this being bots. And hey, maybe this isn't bots. And if that's the case, holy fuck, does it feel like it. From Dan. Not with where I was at. What the fuck is the point of this room? Yeah, like I said, don't you worry. We're gonna be playing KOTOR this weekend. That's the main reason why I'm doing like some multiplayer stuff today, is in case there is any major foibles. And there is a couple foibles happening right now, but I think that's potentially an issue with the capture card, not so much an issue with my stuff, but I'll double check some things. So why I'm kind of like putting a bit of a stress test on it now. Is it's like what, like if I lose something on the multiplayer games, or like, you know, me just chatting and just, you know, talking, that's nothing. Me losing stuff or things getting wrecked on like especially a story focused single player game. Ooh, yeah, probably. Dan don't want that. Really? Really now? Alright. You know, there's times where I feel like I am the only medic in this game. And it sounds like that, where my words are eaten so quickly, with such speed. What do you think you're doing?
Defensive position is needed on the mark objective.
I don't know where I'm getting shot from. I don't care for it. Look at all those reses that. If I'm not getting kills, I'm not getting clips.
The enemy are attacking objective Alpha.
Oh my god, look how many are out there.
Attention, attack support is needed on the marked objective. Be advised, we have lost objective. Defensive position.
Rounds the corner. Cuts me down with an LMG. Does that make things a little more comfortable? Alright, we need to hold A. Fuck it, I'm going for it.
Forces are being depleted. Keep on the attack.
I see you.
Our troops have wiped out half the enemy forces.
Fuck, I see the sniper too. Oh, I'm getting shot from another side as well. Oh, this is. Oh no, and he just ran right up on everyone. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, all it takes is, hey, it takes one good push. If you get one good push in,
Hostiles are attacking Alpha.
sometimes it's
We
all
are
you
driving
need.
you outside the combat zone.
Okay, we're not fun allowed. There we go, huh?
You are leaving the battlefield. Return to combat.
Fuck it. don't know if I like it or not, but just the fact that I unlocked it. I swear, I do agree with the statement that smoke is probably one of the most effective grenades in this entire game.
You're leaving the battlefield. Return to combat. The enemy have expended most of their forces.
You're exiting the combat zone. Turn back now. We need defensive support to the mark objective.
Let's go.
I'm alive. All I know is I am alive. Jeez Louise, this is a clusterfuck, isn't it? Oh, buddy just ran right up to me.
medic.
Anyone? Do people just not know that you can just grab someone on the ground and do a revive?
Fuck.
Hi? Anyone? Any one of these guys could revive me.
Medic.
Anyone? My teammate? Oh, okay, my teammate will. That's appreciated.
Cheers. Thank you.
Alright. Yeah, we'll do our mesh. Like I said, this is a test day. Very short day. But I am happy with the results. I'm very, very happy. Number 4. I healed a lot of people. 8th on the leaderboard, baby. I'll take it. Okay, what we are gonna do... Let's go to the menu. Because I want you to get that other DMR. One, I want to see what I got for this current DMR, but... okay, we have the variable scope. That's the whole point of the Cantor site, is to kind of already do... Ooh, yeah. Sig penetration. Ooh, grip pod. Aim down sight's accuracy while moving is fine, because I'd rather have the grip. All about that grip, though. Okay, that increases... Okay, that doesn't actually do as much as I was hoping it would. All right. And then, yeah, let's see what we can customize on you. I don't, out of the gate, I don't believe I got much. Gun looks cool. All right, let's get this firing range. Oh, baby. I've seen enough. Yeah, that's fine. That'll do. 10 round fast, and then 15, then 20. Gotcha. All right, yeah, we're going to use you. Okay, let's we're going to go ahead and do another. Yeah, we'll do another one of these. I think the next, after I upgrade this after I upgrade this DMR, I think the next I'll probably move on to another carbine, to a couple carbines, probably like the M4. I thought about switching to the M4, but I'm like, oh, we'll just work on some DMRs. Kind of get used to that gameplay. I feel like working on the DMRs right now, especially, I feel like it's helping me with my aim, because like I can't rely on just purely throwing bullets down range. I also gotta get like, you know, get better headshots, but also get better accuracy in general.
Our troops have wiped out half the enemy forces.
All right, depending on how short this match is, we might do another one.
All units, we are under attack. Hold your ground until the enemy forces collapse. Attention, marked objective is under threat. Defend the position.
I'm coming, buddy.
Hang on! Let's move! I've got ammo for you!
What was that about accuracy, Dan? Pretty sure you just threw it out the fucking window. Oh! I saw that guy too late.
Hostiles attack confirmed on Alpha.
Medic!
Be advised, we no longer control Alpha.
No, they're getting it.
Need attack support on the marked objective.
Oh boy.
Enemy forces have captured our position. Get ready to defend the sector.
Shameful display. Disgraceful. Accurate. And the starting DMR is a bit punchier.
Hostiles have breached the sector. Defend our objectives.
for the revive, but a bit risky. I'll go for this one though. Oh man, as soon as I looked at him, he said, mm-mm. Not in my house.
I need a medic!
Oh, that's not good. It's never a good sign to look around. There is no medics as such. Yeah, and there's times where I feel like I'm the only medic that's out in this game. Fuck, man. Oh man, so many people just got the aim. Fuck me. Okay, I see where that guy's at. Alright, I need to maybe focus on him. There we go.
Let's move!
Here, I'll take the assist.
Extra med supplies here!
Oh shit. Oh man, they came from B. That's not good. Oh, there's a... Oh, guys, look to around you, behind you.
I got you! Come on!
Fuck.
Objective Bravo has fallen to the enemy.
Just get gut shotted by it.
Fuck! Need a medic! Come on! I need a medic!
I went for it. I was going for that revive, baby.
Need a medic!
Oh boy. Buddy is not ready for the entire squad to come right around that corner.
We need to defend the mark objective.
Oh, that was a bad spawn. That was a really bad spawn.
Medic!
Just gotta go for those revives, baby. God damn it. God damn it. Okay. Man, if a medic comes over around this corner, though, could really save the day. Oh, hi. Never mind. No one saved the day. There is no one to save the day, unfortunately. From behind?
The enemy are attacking objective Alpha. Right, our attack on Alpha is in progress.
Oh man, are they gonna take B as well? Oh no, not B. Oh, come on, guys. Okay, if we could take A back. How many grenades are they throwing around?
Need a medic!
God damn, I'm just getting peppered.
Need a medic!
I hear I need a fucking medic. Unfortunate. God damn! Here I am pulling out a water pistol, and this guy just pulls out a 12-gauge shotgun just to... Oh man, and he tells me to suck start that son of a bitch. Very little foreplay and very little lube.
Medic!
Yeah, there's... Okay, we gotta hold it. Yes, we're gonna hold them. Oh my god.
Fuck! Medic! I'm over here. Take what you can. Come on! Come on!
man, they wanted it at the end there. Okay. All right, that's I'll do it. It's a very short stream, I know. But like I said, this is more of a test stream today. Let's just customize something really quick. Let's just see what we got for dear old DMR here. I'll take it. We'll rock that. Ergonomics. Control goes down, but precision. We'll see. Okay, well, let's test this bitch out really quick. Oh yeah, this DMR feels good to use. Okay. Okay. That, I think, is good enough. Let me go ahead and shut this off and swap something over really quick, and then we'll... Okay. That was a very productive stream, despite it only not even being 2 hours. Again, I do apologize for the very short stream today. Just the nature of things. Had to, like I said, throughout yesterday and a little bit this morning, you may have seen me go on and off here and there, just testing some stuff. This was a very productive thing, because this was like the full-on test, so to speak. This was the full-on, let's take a look at what we got going on. Let me analyze this. So there will be a couple things I'll probably adjust a little bit here and there as time goes on. There is one thing I'm probably going to turn back off. I just turned it on just for the sake of the stream, and I think some things went a little smoother, but I think with some of the stuff I'm doing behind the scenes, it will make this overall a better experience. We'll see how tomorrow's stream goes. Tomorrow will be at normal stream time, normal thing. Everything should go back to normal. This week was supposed to go back to normal, but some foibles happened. Oh, Silent Hill F. I may... Let's take a look, actually. There's a very good chance I'm going to swap that out for something else. Very high likelihood. Because... I mean, I probably... Okay. I'm going to look at how long Silent Hill F is, and also see how long, and like... Because the one thing I've heard about is that initially I thought it was like some of the other Silent Hill games where, oh, there's alternate endings and stuff, and we can just check that out there on the stream. But apparently it's more closely linked to Nier Automata, where the multiple endings and stuff, it's more like different routes and stuff. So I'll take another peek at it today, actually, and just see some further details. I might end up just going fuck it, and what we'll do is we'll push Silent Hill F for a later date, and I'll swap out another horror game. We'll see which one. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow we'll start KOTOR officially. I will do a nice, but this weekend, I will give everyone nice long streams. Nice, lengthy, long, thick streams. Lots of KOTOR. In fact, I'm gonna put it out there. I'm putting this energy out there. My goal for tomorrow, when we start playing, is to get off Terrace. That's the goal. But anyways, that is it for dear old Dan. Just a nice little test stream to make sure things were back on track and actually better than how they should be. I'll take a look at some stuff just to see if it is some things are better or not. But overall, I think this went pretty well. Okay, that will be it for me. I'm going to go ahead and head off for the day. I got to take care of some stuff tonight. Take care of some stuff tomorrow morning. I'm going to check on the pops and stuff. Until next time, see ya.